Yeah.
Everything that Yeshua, that Jesus wants us, will happen before his return. Everything is happening simultaneously.
Yeah, I agree.
Wars, famines, pestilence, earthquakes in the birthplaces, troublesome times, false Christ. I mean, it's here like I've never seen it before. And we could be going home soon.
Exactly. I agree with you. And when the Supreme Court ruled on the gay marriage and made it official all across America, it was like that was strike three. It was like the final abomination, and America's now embraced it. The free leaders of the world and everything. We're seeing earthquakes, of course, and sinkholes, and the waters turned blood red 24 times in the last 4 years. And look at ISIS. They're like a modern-day Nephilims themselves. I mean, they're going around just slaughtering people with the same they're killing Christians. It's a genocide. And I just got a report today. It says Jews have been warned not to visit 40 countries of the world, not to travel. This was their own travel, the Ministry of Travel or Transportation in Israel, issuing that warning to their people. Don't be traveling. 40 countries as anti-Semitism rises. I believe you're right, that we are living in the final days, just like it said in Genesis. These are the days of Noah, and we are seeing it. Let me throw another thing at you. I want to ask you about Monster High dolls in just a minute, but first, Madonna. Madonna is on the 9th she's starting a 10 days of awe, in which she's doing these concerts, sold out stadiums, and it's called The Desecration of the Bride and the Arrival of the Fallen Angels. And it's unbelievable what she's doing. Have you heard of this?
Absolutely. And this is very, very deliberate. Just like when she was at the Super Bowl halftime show, and anyone who watched that and didn't play, basically was part and parcel of a full-blown, Luciferian Illuminati celebration at our halftime football game at the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? It's absolutely orchestrated. It is deliberate. The desecration of the bride. They know something is up. They don't know the day or the hour. Nobody does, but they know something is up. And this is extremely deliberate. Pastor Paul, everywhere I go, people are looking at September. And I realize, we're just weeks away from any of this happening. Nothing may happen, but everything may happen. We don't know.
Right, we don't know exactly right. You said it exactly right. But we can see in September with all of these events, whether it be the UN General Assembly, the Pope's visit to America, his speech to Congress and to the United Nations. I mean, we've got all. I mean, we could go through a list here, 30 things. So obviously, the world knows. The global elitists, the Luciferians, they know. Yeah. And do you think they're looking around among themselves? Who is the Antichrist? Do you think that kind of conversation's going on right now?
I do. Look, we interviewed a man by the name of Chris Blake for Watchers 5, and this man was also on the History Channel, where I saw him on Greg Nessel's Decoded, and I just about fell out of my chair. He talked about that there's a group of men and women call themselves the sons of the Nephilim, and they are on Earth, and they are awaiting the arrival. They already know who he is, and they're awaiting him to take his place. I mean, this is what people don't understand. There's a cabal. These people like Madonna, she just may be a front person, but she's probably in the inner circle. But she's been satanically anointed, with all due respect, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
I agree.
She's been satanically anointed, as well as Katy Perry and others.
Yes.
Harry Potter, another example of someone who's satanically anointed, and that book teaches witchcraft, plain and simple. It's a springboard into the occult.
I've also heard that, you got Jay-Z and Beyonce definitely involved with the and also, absolutely, and then there's the Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp is now getting ready to. A movie's just coming out called The Black Mass. It has to do with Whitey Bulger and and the mafia, but he plays a character that is literally like Lucifer almost. Okay, this is one of the most darkest things you'll ever see in your life. So there are certain actors and singers and entertainers that are definitely been. Lady Gaga takes a bath in human blood before she goes out and does a concert. 1 quart of human blood, 7 quarts of cow blood. Bathes in it, washes herself in the blood before she goes on stage. These are all absolutely people that are involved in witchcraft, sorcery, satanic worship, and they're begging for the fallen one to rise, aren't they?
Absolutely. I mean, look, there's something that's going on. Everything is pointing to September. You've got the blood moons, you've got the Shemitah, you've got the Pope coming, you've got Rosh Hashanah, you've got the Feast of Trumpets. I mean, this is it. And in the meantime, all the signs are firing on all these cylinders. Everything's happening at the same time. And here's just a scenario for people. What if the Pope comes and there's a joint session? And remember, this is a religious leader. And you got to understand something. The Catholic Church has 1.8, at least 1 billion adherents. There's 1.8 billion Christians on the planet. At least 1 billion of those are Catholic, perhaps more. What's interesting is, what if the Pope was at the UN, along with Obama, to reveal the so-called extraterrestrial presence? What if this is what they roll out? That's the game changer. That's the game changer right there.
That would be...
Folks, that is L.A. Marzulli, and I'm interviewing him. He's at the airport, getting ready to get on a plane, but he brings out this possibility. What if President Barack Obama, and Pope Francis used the stage of the United Nations to reveal the fallen ones, to reveal the extraterrestrial, or let's just say it this way, to reveal the Antichrist? And because really, that's what we're talking about here, the Antichrist. Let's see what, look, folks, I don't know. L.A. Marzulli brings this up in an unbelievable interview. You can listen to it in its entirety if you go to my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. And you'll see, if you go to the live show page, you go there, the archives are right there. You can click on it, scroll back, and find the interview with L.A. Marzulli. You can also find it on New Live Stream at the Paul Begley channel on New Live Stream. If you got Roku satellite television, you can go to the live stream channel and find Paul Begley and scroll back and find the L.A. Marzulli interview of last week. But it's a fascinating interview, and it's powerful. And L.A. Marzulli brings up this, when he says the extraterrestrial, what he really means is the fallen one, the Antichrist himself, or also known as Homo Satanas, which is half man, half the devil. This is the Antichrist, if you will, coming into play. Are you serious? Anyway, listen to the interview, and it's right in the Word of God that he's bringing out. Is this the hour? Is this the September to remember? Well, we'll wait and see. Don't miss today's live broadcast. I'll be on today again, 12 noon Eastern, 3 hours of power at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. I'll see you there. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the age of the Antichrist. We're living in the last days.